welcome to Miller Park Zoo. We're at the otter exhibit. Rhett is running around by the logs and Tallulah is in the water. Rhett is a 1.5-year-old male and Tallulah is a 13-year-old female. So Tallulah's lived here most of her life. Last year we brought in Rhett. And Rhett is a little bit different from all of our other otters in the recent past because he was born in the wild, and then something happened to his mother once he was out moving around outside the den, and he was left stranded. So then he was collected by a woman who was out walking her dog, and then the rehabbers heard that he was at her house, so they came and collected him from her house. And then he was at the rehabbers until he was about 6 months old, and then they started looking for a more permanent home for him. And then we decided we would try here at Miller Park Zoo to integrate him with Tallulah. Since she's had so many pups, we thought that she would be a good fit for him to try and live with. She was not overly keen on the thought herself. She thought she should have got an adult male right away, maybe, or maybe lived on her own. She was really enjoying the whole exhibit to herself. She kind of thought that was great and wasn't sure she wanted to share again. But they get along really well right now. Sometimes they play and sometimes they argue, you know, just like anybody that lives with someone all the time. So we feed them fish and squid here at Miller Park Zoo. In the wild though, they would eat anything they could catch. So that would include fish, crayfish, snakes, frogs, squirrels, small birds, small mammals, maybe an insect.
Okay.
So they're not too fussy, and that makes life in the wild a lot easier for them. If you go to the water and you find an animal there and you can catch it, it becomes your dinner, and then you don't have to worry too much about it. Our otters don't like lemons. We know that.
Why? Tell us
I think
more.
because they're sour. We give them whole fruit just because it floats in the pool.
Yeah.
And so they like apples quite a bit. So we're like, well, let's try something else. And you know, we gave them a lemon, and Tallulah took a big bite out of the lemon and was not a fan.
I bet not. That's pretty sour. But these guys seem pretty smart. They respond to their names. You're able to train them a little bit?
Yeah, well, any animal that's really food motivated is really quite easy to train because they want the food, and so then they usually participate in a training program. So we did have them doing a variety of behaviors. You saw them standing up on the rock. If I move my hand around, he'll probably start doing it. Yeah. Rhett, you wanna go up? So we have him stand up, so then you can see his whole entire belly and all of his underside. So it's fun to watch, but it's also a necessary behavior so that we know that they're healthy. And then the circling, we know that they're using all of their legs. We can see that they're able to turn around and turn back, and it gives them something to do. But also we can see their entire body and make sure that there aren't any injuries or things that we can't see when they're just running around in the exhibit.